The high-performance Salomon S-Lab X-Alp 20 pack is designed for high mountain pursuits. It also has features that make it an interesting option for anyone moving fast in the backcountry who wants quick and easy access to the pack without even having to take it off. Let's take a closer look at its unique set of features. Taking the pack off and looking at its face will jump right out at you that there aren't any traditional access points. You don't have a top lid to this pack. You don't have again, a traditional panel loading design. It's just a smooth face. You'll see that lightweight and very, very durable Dyneema fabrication, but no way to get into the pack. That is intended. If I turn this pack the other direction, so you're looking at its suspension system, you'll also notice this zipper running from the top of the pack all the way down in between the lumbar portion of the pack. Keep in mind, this pack is intended for alpine, top of the mountain usage. Quite likely that, you know, you're up high on rock, you're on snow. Again, if you're just using it as a backcountry pack, this has that fast mover in mind. This design actually allows you to keep the hip belt in place. You don't have to take this pack off. You can just spin it around, lower it in front of you, and get into the interior of the pack without ever actually taking it off. Really, really intriguing design feature there that keeps this pack confidently connected to you, which is not unimportant. And if you are using this in snow, instead of having to lay the suspension down into the snow so you can get into the pack, and then having to put a wet or snowy suspension system back onto your back, you've got a pack that stays dry, stays free of snow. While I've got the pack turned this way, I'll show you the padded shoulder strap. So you've got full padding there on the harness. You can see the columns of perforated foam padding that run down the back and continue basically as a single piece, a seamless piece out to the wings. That cuts down on potential hot spots and wear points by being a single piece. You can see it's well ventilated, a little bit of stretch and give in there. So this pack really moves with you. It hugs you, but doesn't inhibit movement in any fashion. So again, you've got a really, really fast-minded pack. As we've already mentioned, access to this pack is via this long vertical zipper. Whether you still have the pack on your back or whether you've taken it off, this is the way you get into the interior of the S-Lab X-Alp pack. It is this single main compartment. The 20 in the naming calls out the fact that it's a 20-liter pack. Definitely day pack sized pack for quick adventures. You're getting in, you're doing what you're doing, and you're getting back out again. So you shouldn't necessarily need a ton of storage capacity. I've got an extra jacket, some layers, a bivvy in here in case I would get stuck. Kind of emergency supplies, really. There is a small zippered pocket in here that lets me separate and organize gear a little bit. So that's there on the inside of the pack. Here on one of the shoulder straps, you see this large elastic pocket. Really nice for flasks, drinking flasks. Again, that's not included, sold separately, but is available. There is also a fairly sizable for a hip belt pocket, a zippered hip belt pocket. I've got my phone thrown in there and I've got plenty of room for other gear as well. As far as special or other unique features are concerned here on the pack, you can see that it does have this stretch sternum strap, gives this a bit more stability, and there's kind of a laddered system here that lets you best decide what that positioning should be. Easy to manipulate and change for your best fit, but also a real confident bite to that design, so it's not going anywhere. This unique strap that you're seeing here is actually part of an integrated ski attachment system. So that would wrap around the top of your skis down here below. ski tips in there. So confidently carries those skis. This piece and this piece, they can both be removed if that's not something that you intend to use on a given trip or just aren't going to utilize at all. Other gear attachment points as well at various places on the pack. Those also tuck away, so can maintain that streamlined design and do away with any potential snags if you're not needing or using them. So that's interesting. The other thing I definitely want to call out here, it's a big part of what makes this pack different than any other pack I've seen. You can see this entry point here on the side. There is actually an all-weather compartment at the bottom of this pack that's perfect for crampons, anything that's already wet or might get wet. It can be wet clothes for that matter too. There's a waterproof protective lining in there, so anything in the body of the pack is separated from that piece. Keeps those things conveniently at hand when you don't need them. There they store away. When you do need them, you can quickly get into the pack. With that lightweight, durable design, that feature set that's perfectly oriented for alpine or top of the mountain use, but versatility that makes it function well for fast and light pursuits in the backcountry, the Salomon S-Lab X-Alp 20 is truly a high performance option.